Hey guys, it's Chala from Crafting Through the Chaos of Life. Thanks so much for joining me for another video. Today I thought I would just do a little bit of magazine harvesting or junk mail harvesting, and maybe we can make a few pieces of ephemera with it just to give you guys an idea of how you can use magazines and junk mail to create ephemera pieces for your journals. So yeah, I spent the day in Canmore and Banff with my family. I grabbed a few kind of magazines, a map, and then we stopped to pick up the mail on the way home, and I picked up this. This is just an AMA Insider book, and there's lots of great little images in here that I thought I'd like to keep for possible ephemera. So let's go ahead and get started. So in this big box that I have underneath is, ooh, I'm gonna spill my drink there. That would not be good. In this box is where I have started keeping my magazines that I need to kind of harvest in different items. Like I've got paint chips here. This actually came from some Happy Mail. This is, I think, a magazine piece that came to me in Happy Mail. So just different things that you could definitely turn into ephemera. Book pages. Oh, this is a postcard that I can use. So yeah, different things that we can make our ephemera out of that I haven't necessarily gotten to. Oh, hi, honey. How are you? My daughter's just down here, probably going to craft away with me. But like, look at these images. They're just gorgeous, and we can definitely make some ephemera pieces out of them. So let's go ahead and just kind of play around and do that. So I'm going to put this, this is again, some stuff that I got in Happy Mail that I haven't made anything with. Look at these gorgeous die cuts. I should actually take these out and put that in my die cut box is really what I should do. Those don't live in there. Sorry, I'm going to do a little bit of sorting while we're at this, because if I don't do it now, I'm not sure when I'm going to get to it. So, okay, so let's just prop this to the side for now. Okay, so I'm going to take this off. Lexi, what are you going to work on?
Oh, I'm thinking of making, what should I make?
I don't know what you should make. Why don't you make your own journal? No, not really. Oh, there's a piece there out of a book page that we could play with. Okay, so let's just set that to the side. Let's actually start with some of the pieces that I picked up today. And I'll leave some of these ones for later. Oh, this Jasper one is amazing for ephemera, for photos and pictures and stuff. So, okay, I'm getting way too excited over this. Oh, there's more pieces. Throw that back in there. So yeah, I like to have just a bucket full of different random pieces that I can make into focal points or make things out of. So this here is just a map, not just a map, it is a map. And I thought this would be great because you could always use little bits of map in your, oh bless you dear, in your ephemera and journal making. So I don't think I'm going to cut this up. I think I'll just leave it as is, as a piece that I can, you know, tear and use as I need a piece of map. I know if you're doing any Marguerite Miller challenges or, you know, other challenges, map pieces are definitely, you know, required quite a bit in those. So it's good to have that on hand just in case. So I'll just pop that in my little container as is. Look at this little guy. He's got like a little heart on his chest. How adorable. Okay, so this is free. This was just in one of the shops in Canmore, and one of the reasons why I love these, especially in a place like Canmore or Banff here in Canada, specifically Alberta, is there's lots and lots of like museums and art exhibits going on, and oftentimes, let's see if I can find one here. Oftentimes they'll, like on the back here, they'll show a photo or do a picture of an actual art piece. Isn't that stunning? And there's definitely more in here. Like that is just gorgeous. There's also map in here as well, which would work well. But in particular, I was thinking, if I can find it, like look here. So this is from the RDM Gallery, and look at this. This is a piece done by Anita McComas. And then this here is by Maya Eventov. Like, so you can definitely cut these out and use them as focal points. And so they're actual art pieces that, that you can definitely use. And I just love that. And again, stunning images. Oh, the food itself looks yummy, yummy. There's also great wording. Like, look at these two cuties. You could totally cut around that and have that as a focal point in something or on something. Same thing with these bears, but the wording as well. Where did I see the wording that I liked? Oh, these. I'm going to totally cut these out and, you know, put them on a page. I think these little kind of faux Polaroids are awesome to use. There was specific wording, was it in this one? Oh yeah, so you can, you know, cut out this make every day, and then you can, you know, make every day, and then if you have the word beautiful. So yeah, even the text within it, like look at this. I'm definitely going to cut that out. So let's go ahead. Let's stop chatterboxing here, and like timeless, we could cut that out. Yeah, let's go ahead, and so let's rip the cover right off because I know I want to keep that bear. So I don't necessarily know what I'm going to do with him, and I kind of like it says where the wild things are, or, you know, we could cut out trailblazing women. So I love that heart. I don't necessarily know what I want to do with him yet, but I know that I want to keep this. So I'm just going to throw this as is in my little container. So taking a look at this page, I have a little container for words and phrases. So I'm going to just cut out this word timeless and stunning, maybe tales. So maybe what I'll do is, since all of those words are really good. Oh, are you leaving me now? No, there's Kleenex right here. So you can go outside. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so let's just go ahead and take this. And we'll just set that to the side. That's kind of cool. That could be something as well. So I'm going to throw that in my box. Oh, so this one is quite tricky because it says make every day on this side, but then there's this. But I want this more than I want make every day. I think I would use this medallion piece more. Bring culture to home. So there's, yeah, just looking at these different words. If I was doing maybe a spread, say if you were traveling. So these are great things if you were traveling someplace and you want to kind of journal where you were traveling to. You could cut out the word Canada and, you know, have all these different art pieces from what you saw in Canada. But since I'm not going to need that, I'm just going to quickly kiss cut around this for now, and then I can detail cut it later. So this just gives you an idea of, you know, different things to look for in your junk mail or magazines and stuff. I mean, that's pretty. I don't do a lot of Marguerite Miller challenges, so I probably wouldn't use that, but these images are really nice. I mean, that could be nice as well. So I'm not going to use this piece. There's nothing really on there that was really drawing me. This piece, yes. I like these kind of little images. I can just cut off the numbers, or, you know, even keeping the numbers on there is kind of cool because, you know, we tend to add numbers to things. So I definitely would keep, you know, maybe this upper half. So we'll go ahead and do that. So I'm just trying to minimize. Yeah, I don't think these images I really want. So I'll just cut out the images that I do want to keep. And then I'm like not keeping too much. Even keeping summer 2023, I might actually keep that to do a little bit of journaling, and I can use that like what we did in summer 2023. And I can use some of these images to kind of memorialize, I guess is what I want to say, our trip to Banff and Canmore today. Okay. So I haven't necessarily gone to all these places. Well, actually I have. I've been to Lake Louise and Moraine Lake. Beautiful if you ever get a chance to go there. Bow Valley Parkway, I've been there. Senwapta Falls, I actually haven't been there in the ice fields. So definitely places I could go, but I know that I want to keep these because I love the faux Polaroids on them. Again, looking at the words here that we could possibly use. I definitely want to keep those. You can keep these little black and white images if you wanted. They're not overly inspiring me for stuff that I do. You could keep the word essentials, I guess. And if you need shoes or something, again, this would be like a Marguerite Miller dream, I think. Oh, where the wild things are. I think I'll keep that. Oh, and definitely him. Look at him. It's a little groundhog. Have to keep him. So just try and keep that. I'm going to keep this guy. Ooh, and there's caribou. Are these, is this caribou or elk? I'm not sure. You'd think I know better. But, so I'll keep this guy. I'm going to cut this off. Keep him. I might keep him. He would be kind of cool for Christmas time, maybe, on some Christmas ephemera. Not really doing a good job of ripping that out, but that's okay. So we're going to keep that. What else? And sometimes there's quotes in here, like, sometimes I feel that I can hardly wait till the time comes to escape from the city life to the free air of the everlasting hills. So that might be something fun to keep and put on something. And there's more quotes on the back here. But I do like this one. So let's go ahead and cut that out. And we could kind of create a scene with that for sure. What do these say? To me, there's nothing more stimulating, more interesting than to get to know such a big peak. This knowledge personally was gained by climbing it, by physically knowing its steep snow slopes and rocky spine-like ridges, its sheer cliffs and corniced summit. That's pretty cool. Nothing that I'm not really a hiker. I'm not really a skier or anything, so I don't know if that would really relate to anything that I would particularly do, but again, keep those in mind. For yourself, guiding turned out to be a lot of trouble and hard work, but for me, it was worth it just to know I could do the job. Oh, that's cool. I have a friend who guides, so that would kind of be cool for them. Okay, nothing here, so I'm gonna just get rid of, apparently there's something here that does not want the pages to rip nicely, so let's get rid of that. That's a beautiful image. What's on the other side? Oh, they do the Highland Games out there too. That's coming up here in September. That would be fun, I think, to go take a look at and experience. Oh, Sugar Shack, and I just ripped that. Okay, so that one's gone. Sometimes that happens. This is definitely very pretty. So maybe what I'll do is, since ripping isn't going my way right at this exact moment, I'm just going to use my scissors. And then we'll even keep that morning views. We could either keep it with this photo, or we could cut it off and use it for something else. I liked this bear, but what's on the other side? Oh, these cute little bears. It's got to be, I'm sorry, big grizzly bear, but I need these baby bears. They're too cute. They're too cute not to use. What you working on, Peanut? A cash register? You're making a cash register? That is cool. Okay. Out of a cracker box. Oh, see, this is what I was telling you about, some of those art pieces. Like, that is going to be cool as a focal point. And this one in particular is an artist in residence. Let's see. Oh, so artists visiting Banff this summer include Charlie Easton, Fran Alexander, Randy Hayashi, Gail Johnson, Linda Wilder, John Webster, Marcus Molina, Ben McLaughlin, and Kenneth Harrison. Oh, their artwork, like going into some of those galleries, just, oh, makes me feel in awe of the talent. The utter talent that is around is just insane. So there's another little bit of map there, but I think we've got enough map. These are pretty tiny. I mean, I could put them on tags. What do we have on the other side? I like this one in particular. I'm just going to rip this one. Hopefully it'll do a better job. There we go. And then we'll just get rid of these pages. I mean, you can use these as glue pages too if you're worried about not, you know, worried about using them. You can use them as glue pages. I have a ton of glue pages already, so it's just going to go for recycling. We recycle a lot here. We do a lot of composting, so I'm not too concerned about not using certain pieces because we do recycle. Okay, so there's that little piece. These ones I think are just too small, for my eyes anyways. Might work for somebody else, but not for me. That's kind of cool. What do we have on this side? Yeah, let's use, oh, bugger nuts, I did it again. That's okay, I will, my sweet daughter's said she could fix it, but I think I can maybe salvage it here. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, that pool looks nice. Oh, that's the hot springs. Let's see. Nothing really too interesting. I like that bear. Bear spray, super important when you're out in those mountains is bear spray. We could use this bear for something. So we'll keep him. Okay. What else? Trying to go through this quickly so that we can get on to the next one. So yeah, it's just kind of what catches your eye. There's definitely lots of things in here. Vodka. That we could use. Like the mountains, yeah. That's really nice and colorful. That would work really well. So I'm going to just set this one aside. Oh, yeah, like this for sure. I'm going to set this one aside and let's take a look at, I'll finish this one later, but let's take a look at this AMA one. The AMA one is really quite good because like this is definitely, it's funny, it's a tire, right? Which is really crazy, but just looking at it, am I on camera there? So I like that. When it rains, we shine. So there's some great wording there. And this is great because it's got wet texture and kind of rubbery texture. You wouldn't necessarily know it's a tire unless you're like really quite looking at it. So I'm going to keep that. That's cool. I really like this. So let's take a look on the other side. Nothing too exciting there. So I'm just going to do, I mean, we can cut out road map. That might be interesting, but I'm just going to do some really quick kiss cutting and I can do some better cutting or more detailed cutting later on. This is just to get the image cut out. And I don't know, I'm going to keep some of these clouds for now because I might want them for something. Okay, I don't need that lady. Ooh, there's a new resort in Vegas. I'm gonna have to go check that out. I love Vegas. We've been there quite a few times with friends of ours. Oh, that's pretty. And I mean, that would be nice for a tag. What's on the other side? Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we used to go every summer with friends. We haven't been for the last couple summers, just just because we haven't really been able to afford it. So there's that, you know, it is expensive. So, but hopefully next year we get to go again. So yeah, I'm going to keep that. I think I could get a couple tags out of that. So we'll keep that. This is a stunning picture with all the different fall colors. So let's take a look at the other side. The food is pretty, but I like the fall colors better. Now this picture of this person, this must be a person, this Edmonton Music Award-winning pop song singer-songwriter Rebecca Lapa. What does this say? Harvest season brings a fresh crop of festivals, paying tribute to wineries, ciders, and brewers in Canada and around the world. Huh. I might keep her picture just because it's an interesting picture and she's quite lovely to look at. We might need it for something, I don't know. She's got beautiful red in her hair, I like that. And then this, we're going to keep this because it's pretty. I love fall, the colors of fall. Actually, these colors are really speaking to me. I almost want to go pick those up right now and paint my house in those. I think I'm going to keep this one too. It's kind of interesting. I like the pattern of the wallpaper in the back, and the chair seems to match it. That's kind of cool. So we'll keep this image. Maybe we'll work it into something. And even if you like just a portion of a picture, like I said with this tire, we don't have to use the whole thing. We can use just like a portion of it just to add some interest to something in the background. This shark, I'm not too sure about him. I mean, really cool if you were going to do like an ocean theme journal, for sure. But for me, he's not really speaking to me. So we could definitely use this, part of that there. This is kind of cool with the batteries. It's just a very interesting picture with the different colors. So I would probably keep that. Okay, so I will cut those down later. Let's just go through and figure out what we can quickly harvest. I like that. That could definitely be cool. It's on the other side. That's even cool too. So we could use even just part, like just this part here. It's got some interesting texture and like shapes and shadows and light, and yeah, so that's cool. Even down here, just keeping this piece down here would be interesting for something. So I'll keep this whole page for now. Definitely this image, Return to Rome. Oh, that's someplace I want to go for sure. So we have two here. That one ends there. That one starts there. We might be able to get both of those, so I'd keep that. Don't think I'll keep that. I mean, we could make it into a fold-out piece of ephemera, cover it with coffee-dyed paper, what have you, but I've got tons of paper. These are really cool. I actually want these, the Queen Elizabeth coins, but not today. These ones are good. This is interesting, a clock kind of in the greenery there. That's interesting, this kind of pyramid. Oh, and see stuff like this, like how cool is that? This cool car, these stairs are super unique. And we've got this kind of city center looking, we've got what do you call these, statues? Italian statues. So yeah, that is cool. We're gonna keep that. So yeah, these travel, this is just an AMA magazine, you guys, but it has definitely a lot of cool images. These two, I love this. That would be a cool botanical kind of journaling card. That's cool. And then, I mean, that's stunning. So we're gonna keep this. Okay, so I think you guys are getting, oh, see, look at that. Tell me that's not gorgeous with the rainbow. Can you see that? I know there's a little bit of glare. So I think you guys are kind of getting the idea, look at the old truck, of, you know, what I'm looking for in terms of images. So I'll finish going through these. Is there anything else I can show you? I mean, that would be cool, that guy and his dog. And then we could keep the word storytelling. If you need signs for the Marguerite Miller Challenge, that would be interesting. So yeah, I again, like I said, this would be cool. That would be really interesting. You could use definitely just different pieces of it. You don't have to use it as a whole, but you could use sections of it. Let's just quickly take that is cool. I mean, just the viewpoint of it, looking down from the trees, and they're all snow covered. I'm not ready for snow yet. I'm not ready to see that. I'm gonna keep it. Don't get me wrong. I'll totally keep it. But yeah. Okay. So you guys, that's cool. You guys get the idea. Oh, giraffes. You know I'm keeping that. This. Okay. You guys are getting it, right? Like stunning images for free, right? Okay. With that said, I'm gonna keep these off to the side. Look at this big horned sheep. Yeah, I would definitely keep him for something in the Yukon. So that gives us an idea of images that we want to keep. So let's start with, oh, how do I want to do that? I mean, that's pretty, but I have the other side of it as well. Let's do something with this. And then I'm just going to put these back in my box, and then we'll go through the box. Let's just work with this right now. Okay, I have tons of like pieces of cereal boxes from what my daughter was playing with, just cardstock pieces from my card making days. Yeah, I got lots, just bits and pieces of stuff that we can make journaling cards out of. This is a divider page. We can use that as well. So let's go ahead and just work with that. Oh, turkey lurkey, I just jammed my knee. That hurt. Okay. Let's start with this one. So yeah, I hope you guys are finding time to be in your creative spaces today. It was a warm day today, which was really nice to be up in the mountains where it was just a bit cooler. Although I am a lizard, I love the heat. But it was nice to be up there and the scenery itself and just out of the city altogether. I think that is so important for one's mind and soul, is to get away from, if you live in a city, get away from the city and the hubbub of it all and get yourself into nature, ground yourself, surround yourself with things that are not concrete buildings and thoughts of work and stress and, you know, fast pace, like just enjoying the day, not having to rush to get anywhere or do anything in particular. Just going for a mindless walk. You know, we were popping in and out of shops, not, you know, we weren't buying anything. We weren't looking to buy anything, but we were just, you know, just seeing what was there and just people watching and that sort of thing. So even this little bit is quite interesting, just with the you know, architecture, the arches of that bridge there. So I think I might keep that. That could go on a tag. It's already kind of cut there, so let's see if we can follow that. And then that is the ripped edge. You know what, this could just be a tag all on its own, and I'm thinking this is perfect for it. So let's go ahead and do that. And one of the things I like to do, especially with images, just to give them a bit more interest as well, is to sew around them. I know I told you guys in one of my last videos that I am a horrible seamstress. It is true. Anything to do with fabric, I wouldn't say I'm horrible. I just don't necessarily have all the patience that it takes to get things lined up perfectly. My mom is very much a perfectionist when it comes to that, and I just don't think I have the same level of patience. So with that said, sewing on paper is kind of my jam because it doesn't matter in junk journaling. it can be off. It can look a little odd or weird or, you know, we're not concerned about that. What do I want? Let's do our glue stick and get our glue book going here and glue this down. And then I'll sew around these when I'm done. I want to give them time to dry as well. You don't necessarily want to sew through wet glue, and that is just so it doesn't gum up your sewing machine, because it definitely can do that. The glue gets stuck to the needle, and then the needle goes down into the mechanism where it it goes up. That looks really bad. I'm so sorry. I know that looked really bad. When it goes down, it was pushing that glue and it's gumming up underneath, and that can really wreck your machine. So let your glue dry completely before you start sewing. And I'll try not to make lewd things with my hands anymore. Sorry about that. I guess it's only lewd if you think that way. So if you think like me, then it's gonna look a little lewd. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm going to use these bigger ones because I'm going to use these bigger ones. I feel like they go through the thick cardboard of the cereal box just that much nicer. And you could have used this as just like part of a tag, like focal point. I'm making a whole tag out of it. I like it so much that I'm just going to, that's not even straight in the slightest, is it? Yeah, you can use this as not just the entire tag, but as part of a tag, but I like it so much. It's going to be the entire tag. If I can cut straightly. Come on. I guess that's straight-ish. Let's try again on this side and see if we can get it. Ugh, how's the cash register making going, Lexi?
Good.
Good, excellent. Is there anything you need?
No.
Is that straight? Another way we could do this, if you want to be a perfectionist, you don't have to. But if you do want it rather straight like I do, then you can use a ruler and a knife. And my knives keep going missing. I don't know. Oh, there we go. I don't know if someone's coming in and taking them for something else. But let's just use this. And a straight edge. And I had a metal ruler. Is that metal? There it is. It's over there. I like to use a metal ruler just because the plastic ones, you can cut into them with your knife, and that's not necessarily what you want to do. So line that up. I have to stand up to do this too, just so I can get the right angle. Line that up on my cutting mat. And then just follow the edge of that ruler down like so, and then I know I've got it straight. Yeah, that looks better. I'll do the same thing on this end. Yeah, I definitely was not cutting straight in the least. Try and take just a smidge off of here. There we go, a couple passes with that knife. It should have it. There we go. We only have 3 more glue sticks. Uh-oh, well, then you're gonna have to use them sparingly. Is there not any more in there, in that drawer? No? Okay, well then I'm gonna have to eventually get some more.
Do you still have that challenge? Or are you done with that challenge?
I can buy glue. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. Yes, I'm doing a 365-day no buying craft supplies challenge. The only thing I am allowed to buy is glue. So yes, I can buy glue sticks. I can buy hot glue sticks. Is there none, absolutely none in there? I know there's some colored ones, but...
Colored ones?
Yeah, there might be a few colored ones in there, so, all right. I'm just glad that that stuff's getting used, because that's really what this challenge is all about. Is I'm buying all this stuff and it sits in my craft room, which really I can't even call it a craft room right now. It's more like a museum. Having said that, I am using a lot more of my supplies that I have, so they're getting used. And it feels good. It feels so good to use instead of buy, let me tell you. Because let's be honest, I have more years behind me than I have ahead of me, and I probably won't be able to use all of this stuff in my lifetime. So I hope you enjoy creating, Lexi, because when I die, all this is yours.
Oh.
Sorry to be morbid, but you know the boys aren't going to use it. All right.
I don't think I can find the color there.
There's no colored glue there? There's glitter? There was some glittery stuff, I thought.
I do have.
Yeah, you can use that Elmer's glue too. That would work. Well, I guess it depends on what you're doing with it. I know glue stick is preferred for you, but your hot glue gun is preferred. Okay, wow, that took me a long time just to make that tag, didn't it? That's okay. It's not a race. We're here for a good time. We can take as long as we want to make what we want. Don't let anybody rush you. Okay, so isn't that cute? So we could have backed it, like had the image and then backed it with something else and had like brown or something or a green to pull out the colors, but I like it just like this. And maybe that's, yeah, I like that with it inked up. And then let's just put an eyelet in. Why? Because we can. That's why. I'm thinking maybe like a bronze eyelet would look good in there. And I think I want to go bigger as opposed to smaller. I mean, I have the tiny ones, but let's use, actually, I like this one. This is the one I'm thinking. Yeah? Yeah, that's the one. That's the one we're going to use. And then, ta-da, just like that, we have a really cool tag. And if you wanted, you could put a word on there. I don't want to, so I'm not going to. But just a thought for anybody else who would like to. So I'm going to use, not that one, I want the big hole. And what is about middle right about there? It is now. Doesn't matter if it's cattywampus. That's what makes it unique. Okay, oops, I guess I need that crocodile back so that I can set this. Ooh, I might have to use some glitter glue here on this paper. I should have, so because it's shiny, well, no, the glue stick is holding pretty well, but I'm also going to sew around it too. So, but I'm just going to use some art glitter glue on here just to hold that down. If you weren't sewing around it, I would suggest on a shiny back like the cereal boxes, because they have that shininess. If you're not going to rough it up with, say, some sandpaper, or you can use like a nail file just to take some of the shine off of that before you glue down, it'll help a lot. Just to kind of rough that up and take some of that sheen off for your glue to adhere the two pieces. So just keep that in mind. Again, if you're not going to sew, use art glitter glue or a stronger glue than maybe just the Oohoo, because I can't guarantee that Oohoo is going to keep it stuck for long term, if you knows what I mean. There you are. Okay, pop this guy in there. And then we've got just the brown of the backing of the cereal box. So we don't have to do anything with it. We don't have to back it. You can definitely write on there. There we go. Oh, I love that. That makes me happy. And is this the right setting? Yes. I know some people have just the hand crimping crocodile. I love this one because it gives me all this length in between. So if I'm like cutting holes in a lot of things or journals, I have this little guide here that can help me measure. I can just slide this back and forth. Really, I can't. There we go. It does slide back and forth. And I get that like real depth in it. So it's a little bit more cumbersome than the handheld one, but I'm fine with that. I get more use out of it this way. So that is my story, and I'm sticking to it. There we go. So ta-da, we've got a tag done. You want to see? What do you think?
I love it.
Right? It looks very...
Didn't you buy those?
Magazines?
Yeah.
No, I didn't buy them. That's the thing. They were free. This is from the AMA magazine that I got out of the mailbox today when we stopped. I have a little beautiful beverage going on here. I'm just going to take a sip. Oh yeah, that's a bit of all right. Some Florida can of rum with some grapefruit juice and some ginger ale and a couple maraschino cherries. 4 to be exact. 4 maraschino cherries dumped in there. Tastes like more is what it tastes like. It's great. Okay, so this guy definitely is asking to be a journal card. Do I have any pieces already that might... Ooh. What if we go this way? No, not quite. I have lots more in here that we can use, that I want to use. I just gotta... that's watercolor paper. I don't necessarily want to use watercolor paper for that. Come on, I know I've got a buttload of cardboard in here. Just not big enough pieces, right? That's not going to be big enough. Okay, I'm going to have to use 2 hands to get in here. Sorry guys, bear with me. There's some pieces there. This is in the wrong spot. That is paper. Okay. Let's see. This is a nice smaller piece. Maybe we can use this up. Yes, that will work well. Let's try and just do a quick little tidy. Let's put you back over there and glue this down. Again, I'm going to be sewing all around these pieces when I'm done. Straight stitch or zigzag. Likely with just, I have some kind of brown thread in there that I'll use. I don't think I'll change that out, but you can change to whatever color of thread you like. Sewing machine wise, don't get anything expensive because you are just using it for paper if you're just going to be using it for journal making. If you also like to sew on fabric, I recommend you getting 2 different needles. So keep one just for your paper crafts and one just for your fabric. Same thing with scissors, right? You want to keep a pair of scissors that's just for fabric so it stays nice and sharp, because paper does dull your shears. So keep fabric shears and paper scissors. Make sure you label them. If you accidentally cut paper once in a while with them, it's not the end of the world, but again, you want to kind of keep those separated. So same thing with your sewing needle. If you're going to be sewing fabric, keep a separate one for just fabric and one for paper. Because if you do decide to sew with a needle that you've been using for paper, it can really mess up your fabric. It can cause like holes in it, and you don't want that. It could snag the fabric. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Okay. There we go. Now we've got this fun little piece that we can stick in. Again, I'll sew around it. And I don't know what it is, but at this very moment, I don't really like pointy corners. So you can use your corner rounder. Again, I have one like this that I got off of Amazon before the days of not being able to buy craft supplies. I've got it quite a while ago. I like that it has the 3 different sizes. One thing I would recommend with it though is people always show you to push here. Don't push here, especially if you're using thick cardstock. You want to push directly down here to get a nice cut. If you're pushing here, it might not go through the paper all the way, especially if it's thicker, so keep that in mind. But I love this one. I am just going to actually nip the corners, just taking off just that little point, so a minuscule off really, just to make it not sharp. Here, I'll show you the difference. So you can see that there, that corner right there. It's not quite rounded, but it's not quite angular either. That's just from nipping the very tip off. So here's that tip. So see it there, and then I'll just take the very, very point of it off. And there you go. It's not quite rounded, not quite sharp, so it just gives it a bit of a different look. So that's a cute little piece as well. Again, you could put a word, you could put lace. Yeah, I'm just gonna ink it up and call it done for now. I might jazz it up a bit more once I figure out what journal it's going into. But for now, I am happy just with the way it looks, like that. So we've got 2 pieces. Here's another one. Let's go ahead. How much time do we have? We've got about 15 minutes left of it being an hour, so that's not bad. We'll do this one and then we'll scour through my box. I cut up a whole bunch of encyclopedia images. Maybe you want to take a look. So I'm actually going to keep this. I'm going to cut it up in strips because I can stamp words on these from the different stamp sets that I have, especially for my card making days. I definitely can reuse those. And then these are just great little blank pieces to stamp my words on for, and then put them on something else. So I just have a little basket that I throw those in. And then this goes in the garbage, or recycling, not garbage. I don't garbage paper, I recycle my paper. So this one, I think we'll just do it on this one. Yeah, why not? I have it here, it's handy. I have a ton of these. I got them from my office. They were getting rid of them and they're like, hey, do you want these? I'm like, yeah, I do. Don't throw anything out. Don't throw any. Oh, that's pretty too. But we already have this, right? We had this leftover piece from that. See? See how they went together? No, I lied. Is it this side? It's this side. I'm not good at puzzles, I guess. But anyways, you get the picture. So we want this side. And I think these little flowers on the other side, I think they're called Chinese lanterns, aren't they? If anybody knows, let me know down below. I love them. I don't know why I haven't planted any in my garden. I don't even know if they should grow here. I would think they would grow here. Oops, might need a new glue page. Are those Chinese lanterns? Is that what those are called? I think so. Let me know. If you happen to be a horticulturist or a botanist and know the name of this plant, let me know down below. And don't be afraid to hit like for this video if you're enjoying this, and subscribe if you want to kind of follow me along on this journey and see what I'm up to. Every video might not be for you. I totally get that and I respect that. But it doesn't hurt. It does nothing hurtful to you to subscribe to a channel, but it's very, very beneficial for us creators. We work off of positive influence, so it's a pretty tricky place, this YouTube world. Like, I don't want to become YouTube famous necessarily. It's just nice to know once in a while that you're doing a good job, or that people like what they're watching. So if you happen to like what you're watching, let me know. That thumbs up, again, it doesn't cost anything. You know, it's not going to hurt you in any form, but it does the world of difference for me. And if you have something nasty to say, keep it to yourself. I don't really want to hear from you then. I'm kidding. Let me know if there's something you'd rather see, or if you're not like fully enjoying, or, you know, you can always phrase it in a nice polite way. Hey, I know that you do a lot of these type of videos. Can you try doing some of these instead? You know, let me know. It's you guys who are watching it, so I want to be able to put stuff out that you're interested in. And then I don't know, are you the type of person who likes to hear the personal life story of the creator, or are you just like down to business? I just want to hear about the crafting. I don't want to hear about Aunt Mary and her gout toe. Like, I don't know. Some people like that sort of thing, some people don't. Just let me know. If you want to hear more horrors of my life and why crafting is my therapy, I am more than happy to share my weird and wonderful life with you. But if you'd rather just see the crafts, let me know that too. Okay, I've done enough rambling. Again, I am going to nip the corners, but those scissors are really heavy, so I'm going to use my little ones. I love these, you guys. Look, first of all, how pretty they are. Aren't those pretty? And they're nice and sharp, and they're nice and light, and they've got a beautiful point on them. Is this really, like, this is how you know you're old, right? When you have like a favorite tool or a favorite like utensil that you use when you're cooking. Like, I bet you have a favorite spatula and a favorite spoon when you're cooking, right? Maybe it's wooden, maybe it's a plastic one or a silicone one, I don't know. But I know you have a favorite. Don't tell me you don't, because we all do. We open that drawer and there's like 35 different spoons where you're like, nope, it's got to be this one. Then why do we keep the other ones? We don't use them. They're just in there just in case that our favorite spoon is dirty. But even if our favorite spoon is dirty, we're more than likely to like hand wash it and use it again, right? Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. I think I'm calling us all out at this moment. Okay. So there we go. There could be more done to this, or it could just be a little piece in there. I'm thinking that a little phrase. Let's do a little phrase on that. I'm sure I can find something. Ooh. I ran over my, I ran over my microphone cord. I hate it when I do that. Okay, I have some wordage, some phrases and sayings in here. I do. I think we could find something that might work. These ones. Those ones are nice and small. Yeah, you can use that. Do I have lots left or no? It doesn't matter. We buy crackers all the time. Those cracker boxes I get lots of them. That's fine.
Oh, Leighton.
Yeah, Leighton eats enough crackers that we go through the boxes quite quickly. That's a good point. Do you guys have kids who do that? Who literally, like, instead of making a meal, like my kids are old enough to cook for themselves, quite honestly, or old enough to make a sandwich, but what do? They choose the snacks because they're easy and unhealthy. Oh, I love this. Grow in your own light.
I'm still in the room, Mom.
Oh, I love you. I think that's cool. Or let life be beautiful like summer flowers. Let's do that one. I'm going to cut it up though, because it's quite long. Yeah, let's do that one. Let life be beautiful. I think that's a good stopping point. Let life be beautiful. Let's cut it in half. That would work well. And I'm really struggling because this is tiny. I'm going to do it like this. I really need to clean these tweezers because there's glue gobbies all over it. And it's just kind of gross. Sorry. Okay, there we go.
See, that's your favorite tweezers.
They aren't my favorite tweezers. I have 2 reversible pairs of tweezers. They're one of my favorite tools. I should do a favorite tools video. I have to concentrate because every time I breathe, I move my scissors. Okay, that took way too long to cut. I'm so sorry, but... Okay, and I'm just going to stick this guy up on my little shelf here for a minute while I work with you. So maybe let life be beautiful like summer flowers. Yes. See, look at the beautiful little piece of ephemera we created. Just out of a free magazine and some wordage, some word stickers. Okay, so I do things cattywampus. So I do things crooked. Because I think my head is on my shoulders crooked, to tell you the truth, or on my neck crooked. I think I literally like have my head cocked to the side all the time. And I do things left-handed by a right-handed person, if that makes sense. So when I stir coffee, I know if you're right-handed, you stir coffee like this, right? I don't. I go counterclockwise. I do everything like a left-handed person does with my right hand. I know it's weird. And I do things like, to me, this, I can get it straighter than doing it this way. Don't ask. I'm weird like that. Aw, my daughter just said, you're not weird, you're beautiful. You're so sweet. And this is why you're my favorite. Today you're my favorite. The boys were annoying me today. Ever have those days with your kids where you're just like, I don't know, they woke up on the wrong side of the bed, or they're just like, hey, what can I do to drive mom bat poop crazy today? And you know, you get them in a car for a long period of time, and the nattering starts, and you're like, oh, for the love of God, can I throw you out of the vehicle at this point? Is it too far to walk? Yes, it's way too far for you to walk home. Okay, is that going to be straightish? That is cool. I love that.
If I wasn't your favorite?
What happens if you weren't my favorite? I would sell you to the gypsies in a heartbeat. Yeah, totally. To the gypsies you'd go. I could get a very good price for you because you got that long, beautiful Rapunzel hair. And they'd want to put all sorts of flowers in it.
You don't want to get rid of my long, beautiful Rapunzel?
I do not want to get rid of your long, beautiful Rapunzel hair. It would go with you. Okay, what do you guys think? Isn't that pretty? Let life be beautiful like summer flowers. Love it.
But you'd have nothing to style with. No.
I wouldn't have a Barbie to play with, a human Barbie. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I feel like this needs a word right here. What do we have on here? How about find what gives you joy? Do you like that one, Lexi?
Yes.
What do we have on these pages? Are they all the same? How about life is amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah, life is amazing. We got all these people. You see that? There's a whole bunch of people kind of, sorry, it's got a glare, sitting out there, probably drinking their espressos.
I wonder if the people want to see my...
Your cash register? I'm sure they do. Okay, so this is, I don't know how well you guys can see this, but this is my daughter's cash register that she made out of a box. I got to tip it so you guys can see it. So it's out of a cracker box, and then she's even got a little cash drawer right here, and then this would be the, tip it so you can see it, this would be the computer screen right here. Isn't that cool? She's so creative. And then she's even like made the stand. Love it, girl, love it. Keep up the creative work. Well done. Uh-oh, did my sticker stick to you? Did I take my sticker off? No, I didn't. It's all good. Okay, life is amazing. So yes, I am thinking that George Clooney is in here sitting down drinking his Nespresso. That's what he's doing.
Wait, did you name the person?
No, well, George Clooney is a famous actor, honey, who does commercials for Nespresso.
Oh, I thought you meant like the guy in the picture.
No,
Or a guy.
no, I can't. You can't quite see George, but he's way back there drinking his Nespresso with, what's his wife's name? Amal, I think. I don't know. I'm not super huge star crazy following person, but yeah, that's what it needs. It needs this life is amazing. It did. It needed just that little bit. Now it's perfect. Life is amazing. So you can just see how we can, oh, do we need something on here now? What do we need? What do we need? I think it would look good if we had something. Oh, we also have white ones back here. Oh, this says something different. Good things are coming. Follow your heart.
Good things are coming.
Good things are coming. But I feel like this is this one, this tag. How about be amazed or own your dreams? Own your dreams is what it is, she says. So that's what it is. We're going to own our dreams right here, right now with this tag. All right. There it is. Now I didn't really kind of, is it down here? Yeah, it's definitely down here that it needs to be. And it needs to kind of be off to the side. I like it off to the side, not centered. Own your dreams. Okay. So we are at the hour mark. So I want to show you guys what we've done. I mean, we've done some harvesting of the magazines that we had, and then we've quickly made these 3 little pieces of ephemera. I am actually going to, I think, do this one next. I'm going to put it on some cardstock. I'm going to put an eyelet in it, and then I think I'm going to hang some fibers off of it. So that's definitely stuff you can do as well to jazz it up. Add some fibers, add ribbon, what have you on it. But that's what I'm going to do with this next one, just to give you an idea. So I hope that you found this video helpful, interesting. I thank you so much for spending your time with me. And remember, P.S. I love you.
Bye.
Bye.